Be very careful the women that call you a child or a little boy, because they're so used to getting their way. Because their definition of a man is allowing them to do what they want. This is, if you're a man, you're gonna do what I tell you. A man will do this. A man will open the door. So if you don't open the door, you don't open the chair, the seats for them, you don't do certain things they want you to do, because it's all about their own conditioned way of a man. A woman has a definition of what a man is, right? And they know a man who knows himself should never be bothered if a woman called him a boy or a little child. See, I'm a child. I'm a boy, right? Because it's called inner child. So I don't mind being a boy or a child, because this is about my inner child. My inner child is untimid. You can't bound it. You can't bound it in your purse to be the kind of man that you desire. So if he's not your man, then you pull tantrum. You're not a man, because a man will do, bitch, I don't want to be that kind of man that you want me to be for you. I will be the man that my inner child desires. My inner child wants to be. The boys to man, the kind of man, my inner child, that is in vibrational alignment with what God designed me to be. So I'll be that inner child. I'll be a Peter Pan. I like being a Peter Pan. I'm a Peter Pan. I'll be a Peter Pan with a Tinkerbell. I'll be childlike. I'll be the laughing Buddha. I'll be silly. I'll be immature. I don't mind being immature. So because if I'm immature, from your own perception, I'm immature. I am immature. I'm immature because I choose not to be bound by your own expectations. I choose to say no to your perception of me. I chose. It's a choice. I choose to say no. I'm not going to do that which you want me to do. I will do what feels right in my heart. So I will follow that intuitive child within me. And that child will never hurt you or hurt anybody. It flows with the heart. It flows with the path of least resistance. It flows with joy. Because you are all grown up, right? And adulting under the spell of illusionary white man's perception of manism. What a man is, what a responsible man is, what a good man is. You are under that manipulation of men, words that you have took a vow to honor. Well, my perception of what a man is it's an inner child. It's a golden child, a child that flows with the wind, that is aligned to the femininity of himself, that is aligned with the queen within. He dances with the wolf. He goes with the flow. He's not bound by your reality. He's not bound by your bosom, or your pussy. He's not bound by it. You're trying to bound him with your pussy, and you think you can use your pussy to bound him, to put him in a couch, to do what the fuck you want him to do. Well, this inner child, this little boy says no. This cowboy says no. This playboy will say no. And I will be Peter Pan. You can cut my wings, but I will fly without wings like Peter Pan. With that Tinkerbell, with that tiny little twin flame inside of my heart, that little inner child. Tinkerbell, I will Tinkerbell away from you. I will be that little boy. I don't mind being the little boy. A man with a little boy in his heart. Yes, I will be that little Sinbad. I will forever be a little child to God, to the universe. I will be that, so that I don't have to be trapped under your charm and your deception. Think that you can manipulate me or menstruate me with your words, your deception, because of I choose to say no to that which you want me to be. So I'll be a little boy. I'll be a little boy. I will be a little child and a little boy that refuse to grow up. Yes, I am not going to grow up to that which you want me to be. I will grow up never in the Neverland like Peter Pan. I'll be childlike and I'll be truthful. You can grow up, be a grown-ass woman and find you grown men. Then you're going to get tired of grown men because they're going to grow up on you. and take a firm stand. No, bitch, I'm not gonna do what you want. And then you're gonna get rid of them, or they're gonna get rid of you, and then you're gonna go around and still call him a little boy. He hasn't healed his wounds. Look who's talking. He hasn't healed his inner wound. Oh, he has wounded up and wised up by the divine feminine inside of him. So he knows how to tinkle bell and fly away from you. And he can take those L's, can take the losses really well. Love, he can take them love and those losses and loss away, fly away from you. The grown ass woman, the badass bitch that you are, yeah, he will fly off, and with a tinkle bell, and he will elevate and find another version of yourself that is childlike, and both of them can finally tinkle bell away into the Neverland and live happily ever after and after and after you. That's what would happen. So for men out there, learn to embody your inner child and the inner boy within you. That's where youth is. The fountain of youth is in that inner child. It's not inner boy. A lot of women will try to test you, cuff you, trap you by calling you a little boy and thinking that you are full of your ego. So when they call you a little boy, a little man, or a child, it's going to bother you. You better embody those inner child, heal your inner child, and love it, so that when they're trying to use that as a weapon to destroy you mentally, psychically, emotionally, spiritually, you can stand firm and be Peter Pan and refuse to grow up into their own perception of what they want you to be. For anyone out there, be that little boy and see how you will enter the kingdom of God. Be that little child. You will enter the kingdom of God, which is love, which is happiness, which is bliss, which is peace of mind. You are not going to enter their kingdom of men. You will enter the kingdom of God as a child. So don't be afraid to be childlike and laugh and play and drift away from those who are bound by the words of men to trap you in their deception. Be a grown man. Be a grown man. Be a king. Not your version of kingship that I want. Not the version of man that you want me to be. I'm not gonna be that version of man for you. I'll be the version of man God designed me to be. Not for you, bitch. I would never be that kind of man for you. For God, yes. For God, I will. For love, I will. For oneness, I will. For wholeness, I will. If your deception is for you, to appease you, to make you, no, bitch, I'm not going to do it for you. I will do it for God. I will do it for the wholeness, for the oneness, for freedom. Not for your own liking. Otherwise, you're not going to get this pussy. I don't want it. Bye. I can tinkle bell away. And I will have as many. Being playful and being childlike, pussy will never, I will never lack pussy. You hear me? I will never lack pussy if you're playful and childlike, because pussy is childlike and playful. Pussy is childlike and playful. The best lovers are childlike and playful. Grow up and dry up. Be a grown woman and dry up and have hot flashes and dry up down there, because you are quick to grow up to be a grown-ass woman. But I'll be forever young as a child, a childlike. You can take the grown-up title and take all the grown-up degrees. Bye. But I will stay childlike, so that I can renovate myself over and over and over. I can rewrite myself over and over and over. As a child, I have an opportunity to grow. As a child, I can become another version of myself over and over and over. Talk about fountain of youth. Yeah. Neglect the inner girl, the princess in you. Neglect the princess in you. That's where true beauty lies. Neglect them because you want to be a grown woman, a badass bitch. Go ahead. That's where you get arthritis. That's how you get stiff. You can't move because you are bent on people doing what you want them to do, because that's what a man's supposed to do. Your own version of man, genetically modified man, he can be that for you. You suffocate his ass, then he will start having erectile dysfunction. Nigga can't get straight anymore. He ain't straight because you have suffocated his divinity. There's no flexibility in him anymore. His thoughts, his imagination, he doesn't have it. He can't see God anymore. All he sees is you. Limitation, lack. Do it this way and that way. Nigga can't even think for himself anymore. That's what you want. You smother his ass. Then you're going to go out with an artistic, very, very flowy guy. Oh my God. You see how his mind works? Oh, he's so good. He has this energy. And what about your man? Man, that nigga doesn't even turn me on anymore. You have used him up. Dry him up. Because you can get him to do what the fuck you want him to do. When he cannot do it, he's a narcissist. He's a boy. He's not a man. Look yourself in the mirror, bitch. Look yourself in the mirror. You are the narcissist. You are the problem. You are the problem. Tap into your inner child. Tap into that little princess. Never stop being a princess. Never stop being Elizabeth Taylor. Never stop being Marilyn Monroe. The girly aspect of you is in that little princess. Is in the Snow White. Is in the Mary Poppins. Is in the Pocahontas. Is in the Jasmine. Never stop being that little princess. That's what makes your tushy. That's what makes your pussy fresh and never ending and always Niagara Falls, because you will always find creativity in unknown places. You dare to dream beyond the darkness, beyond the limitation. It's only found in the inner child. It's only found in that little light of yours. It's not in the big light. It's those little lights, that sparkle of light that sparkles to become the big bang. Okay? I love you. But I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes sense to you. Next time you tell men that, you use those words, you will pause, a long pause, and look yourself in the mirror. Am I the one who's projecting this because I'm not getting my way? Or am I the one that needs to look at this from a different angle, perspective? Or am I the one with the issues, not him? Because it all starts with you and ends with you. Alpha and Omega.